Good morning, traders. We got about 2 minutes until the market opens. I'm feeling like today's going to be a good day for me, honestly. I woke up, really excited to trade. I took the max loss off my account because every time I enter a second trade, my platform was freezing and I would have to restart the platform. So I was getting a little tired of that. Took the max loss off. Now I'm ready to trade more than once. Excited for that. I think the market is telling me, it's time for that. The market is heating back up. That doesn't mean I'm going to be gambling and just trading left and right. I'm watching ONTX. This one is a reverse split stock. I think this one could get some hype. A lot of reverse splits recently have been. Oh, we got about 45 seconds till the market opens. Let's get into the live trading. I'm going for it. ONTX, here we go, baby. Okay, I'm going to lock in a partial. Alright, I just took it. 130 bucks on that one. Okay, I'm short on this. Okay, I shorted ALDX, made 50 bucks like that. Essentially what I was looking for was whole dollar, half dollar, quarter dollar areas to be getting my entries and exits. And this upper shadow right here is really bearish. Still trying to get through it right now, but it's going to be kind of tough with this upper shadow. This upper shadow is saying there's more sellers up here than buyers. Sellers are eating up the candlestick, so it's coming down some. ONTX, this one is struggling here with this one. The ask is coming down to the bids though. You see 705. Ask hit it. It's not good. People want this to break $7, at least short sellers do. The thing is, since it's on SSR, there we go, 710 bids. SSR, is activated now in the stock, which is short sale restriction, which means shorts cannot hit the bid. They actually have to put their order on the ask. And so that's what some shorts were doing. They were putting it around 705, 710. They want to get hit and taken out. The thing is with SSR, it can make an explosive short squeeze. It really can. So I won't count this one out necessarily because it's dropped like this. Because now the SSR is turned on. If we do get that rip and get going, this one can be even more explosive than it could have been this morning because it wasn't turned on earlier. Thing is with ONTX, I really want to get in early on this. This is one where I would kind of rather predict than react, because if I'm reacting when it's up near $8, I'm getting in like right near the top, but on confirmation that volume is coming in. There could be a fake out breakout though. But if I predict around support areas, around the $7 area, then if it cracks that level, I'm out with minimal loss. Because if there's a fake out breakout at $8, this thing is dropping 50 cents, 60 cents. That would be awful. All right, the last 2 days, okay, here we go, 730 bid. Okay, the last 2 days, we've had around a 1030 ripper. SAEX and EDRY, I believe, was yesterday. I'm not missing it today. All right, I'm going for ONTX. I'm irritating myself watching this creep up. Was that emotions, guys? I don't really know. This one is SSR. I think that if we start breaking up on some momentum, that this one is going to be explosive. I really do. Finally got rid of it. Guys, I don't even know what to say, to be honest. It's kind of frustrating. Frustrated with it because I don't want to buy at the top and then this one just come right back on down. This is frustrating that I missed this head and shoulders. Just so many stocks to trade, This was a beautiful head and shoulders. Absolutely beautiful. Cracked this trend and it dumped. Guys, I don't want to end my day, but I think I'm going to have to. Am I going for this or not? There's 750 bids on this. 2,500 shares. It's breaking VWAP. Oh, God. I'm really irritated by this right now. Really, really irritated. Thing is, I know if I don't trade this and I walk away from the computer, this thing is going to rip. I know if I buy it, it's going to come back down. You can see that I'm fighting with myself right now on what to do. because if this one breaks up through $8 on good volume, it's going to get halted. The reason I sold this earlier, I think it was like around 7:15, is just because volume was so absolutely dead on it. I just didn't see it happen, and I wanted to use my buying power elsewhere. Okay, here we go. That's what I've been waiting for all day, fellas. Alright, sold 50 shares. 50 shares. Guys, I've been waiting for this probably since 9 o'clock. I mean, my initial entry at the start was at 7.75. Then I got in low at 7.45, and then I took a loss on that because the volume was so light. Now we're finally getting it. I just took a stab for 100 shares since it was 11 o'clock. I thought volume was just, all the volume wasn't really going to come into it. But we ended up getting volume, and I had 100 shares of it and making over $100 on that. I know what a lot of you were thinking early in the day. I know you were thinking, you're so stupid focusing on stocks that have no volume. Guys, the last few days, call me a genius if you want to. I've been trying to find the SAEX, the EDRY, and I found it. I found it and my eyes were glued to it all day. Some of the other stocks I did trade. I will trade if I see a head and shoulders, if I see an ascending triangle. Other than that, I'm trying to look for a sympathy play going off of big runners in the previous days. So Monday was SAEX, Tuesday was EDRY. Now today we're getting ONTX, and this is a play I've been, my eyes have been glued to this all morning because I figured, this one could do this. It could very well do this. Now, I had 300 shares at the start of the day, made 130 on that. Then I had 150 shares at 7.44. Took a loss on that because I was sitting there for half an hour not getting any volume in on it, and I just figured I would take my buying power elsewhere. Now it's actually getting some volume. I only took a stab with 100 shares. It's unhalted. I'm going to let this one come down a little bit if it wants to. It doesn't want to, though. Wow, here we go, guys. Let's see if it's going to break 1050. If it does, I'm selling. If it doesn't break 1050, I'm selling. 1060 bids, 1077 bids, 1080 bids, $11 bids, $11.03 bids, 11.17, 11.17 bids. Ooh, big pullback. All right, I took my profit there, guys. Started coming back on down. Up over $300 on the day. That's what I was looking for. All right, traders, you heard me this morning. I said I thought today was going to be a big day. Now, was it a big day? Yeah, I thought it was going to be much bigger than it was. On this trade, I only took 100 shares, made $150. You don't have to have a huge account. You can do this with a small account. You really can. 100 shares where I got in, all you needed was an $800 account. Now, I know some of you are saying you're stupid for focusing on a stock that had literally no volume all day. And I actually did take a loss on this, around 10, 15, or 20. The thing is, guys, I try to find the next big play. Monday was SAEX. That was a reverse stock split. Tuesday was EDRY. That was a reverse stock split. Today, ONTX, I had my eyes glued to this stock all day because it was a reverse stock split. Now, the move didn't happen until 11. Usually, I'm done trading by 11, but I just kept watching it. Stayed very, very patient on this. The impatient are the ones that are going to lose money. The patient are the ones that are going to get money in the market, as Warren Buffett said. The reason I only went in 100 shares at around 11 o'clock is because around that time, we're nearing lunch hours and volume's dying off. We don't have as many people as we did earlier on in the day. So I didn't want to go big on it because it was 11 and because Monday and Tuesday, those moves happened around 10:30. So I didn't know for certain if it was going to happen or not. If it would have happened at 10:30, I would have at least tripled my share size, maybe even more, which would obviously have given me, that big day that I wanted. But because there's so many variables that have to line up to make the trade perfect, I reduced my risk on the trade and only traded very, very minimal with 100 shares. I ended up making a good amount of profit on those 100 shares. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions at all, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. If you haven't yet, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. See you tomorrow.